If you liked my last video where I showed you my super clean eating for a day, then you're going to love this video too, because this is going to be part 2. So stick around. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I follow a whole food, plant-based, no oil, gluten-free way of eating. Now, does that sound restrictive? It's anything but. On my channel, you're going to find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is every week. And follow me on Instagram for more plant-based content. Be sure to check out the links below for my Facebook group if you want some more support. And there you're going to find inspiration, recipes, and support. Also, you can get the link to my e-guide and my newsletter. On my last video, I explained to you that I was on a protocol by Dr. Goldner to help with my arthritis pain and just for general health. And I'm on week 2 and I am loving it. I'm still doing my green smoothie. And if you want to know how to make this, I will link to that video here or there or somewhere, but it'll be up there. So I've been doing about 64 ounces or so of this green smoothie. I just drink it all day, and then I eat lunch about 2 and dinner about 6. This keeps me full till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is unbelievable, and it's so delicious. I love it. And a little side effect is I lost 1 pound 4 ounces in a week, and I wasn't trying to lose weight. I'm not doing this to lose weight, but I'm not going to be sad about it. So I'm going to continue this. Originally I said 4 weeks, but after rereading her book, I'm going to do it for 6 weeks because she does recommend a 6-week protocol here. So I'm going to kind of give you updates every week, see where I'm at, and who knows, maybe I'll keep doing it, but that's what I'm doing for right now. And I've been eating a lot more raw foods. I've been eating a lot more raw, just a lot more big, huge salads than I normally do. And I have to say that the pain in my knee has reduced. I haven't had to take any ibuprofen or Tylenol or anything like that, and that's really good. It's not aching anymore. It wouldn't ache at night, so I'm really happy about that, and I think it's working, so I'm going to keep going. Today I'm going to be showing you what I'm eating for lunch and dinner. I'm going to be making a mostly raw wrap. I'm not 100% raw for sure. I'm still eating cooked foods, but this wrap is mostly raw. The wrap itself is raw. And I'll leave the recipe below. It's not my recipe. I will link to the original recipe. And I'm not going to show you how I made it because I know a lot of you don't have dehydrators, and I have no idea how to do this in the oven because I think the lowest your oven goes is 150 maybe, and this needs to be at about 115 degrees, and you do it over several hours. So if you are interested in that, then maybe I'll consider doing a video later on. But for right now, I'm just going to show you what I'm filling my wrap with. You can get raw wraps at the grocery store. They're just really expensive. So these are a lot more economical. And then I'm going to be making spaghetti in the Instant Pot. And if you haven't tried that, you're not going to believe it. It's really good and it's so easy. And I know spaghetti is really easy to make, but when you make it in the Instant Pot, those flavors just get locked in and oh, they're so delicious. So we're going to be doing that. So let's get started. Now here's my raw wrap. And you can see how pliable it is. Ooh, it's really good. This is made with yellow bell peppers and cherry tomatoes. There's a couple other ingredients, but that's the basis of it. Okay, so this is how I make mine. Put that aside for a minute. I have a whole head of romaine lettuce, and then I just throw the things I want in my wrap into this. Carrots, red cabbage, some sweet onion, cherry tomatoes. I had one little leaf of dino kale, and that's going in. So I'm just gonna add some of Dr. Goldner's Green Goddess dressing. This doesn't look too good, but it's really good. And I will leave the recipe for that down below. So I'm just gonna put a couple spoonfuls of this into the salad. And I'm not going to use all of this. Whatever's left over, I'll save for dinner to go with the spaghetti. So we're just going to toss this till everything's coated. All right, so I'm just gonna continue tossing this till everything's coated, and I'll just toss it a lot, more than you think you should. That way everything gets nicely coated. So this is 100% raw. This is 100% raw. The dressing's 100% raw. So if you want to keep it all raw, you can stop right there. But I'm gonna put a little bit of my oil-free hummus on the wrap itself. And I just want a thin layer. I mean, it's really not much at all, maybe a tablespoon and a half. But if you're totally raw, leave it off. I just like the flavor. Okay, now I'll just start adding as much as I want on here to the wrap. And you can really stuff these. All right, I think that's good. Now we're gonna roll it up. And then I've got about this much left over for dinner tonight, so perfect. So this can get tricky sometimes. I'm not the best roller, but I think I can handle it. All right. And you know, things are gonna fall out. If you want to tuck in the sides, you can, but I'm not doing that. And look at that beautifulness. All right. I think I'll give it a taste for you. Now look at this, come on. It is beautiful. Look at all those colors. Love it. All right, let's give it a taste. Taking a bite. That was not pretty. It's so good. I just love a good wrap. And when you're gluten-free like me, this is heaven, because some of those gluten-free wraps are horrible. They're like cardboard, or they have just all this processed stuff, and they have oil. It's just, and they're expensive. So this recipe makes 2 wraps, and you know, it's perfect. And it's a lot cheaper than buying the ones in the store. So if you don't have a dehydrator, I get it. But you can buy smaller ones these days. I'll link to the one I have, and I use it all the time. All right, so to start the spaghetti, we've got our Instant Pot on saute, and we're gonna add a half an onion here. This is just a sweet onion. It was rather large. And then I've got about half a tablespoon of minced garlic. I've got this bag of cremini mushrooms sliced, and they're on their last leg, so I'm gonna throw those in as well. And then we're just gonna saute these. We're gonna break down these mushrooms as they cook, adding water as needed. So 5 to 7 minutes. All right, so this went a good 7 minutes, and now I'm gonna add the pasta. I'm using Barilla, the gluten-free. It's the best one. It holds up in this recipe. The quinoa pasta, it just gets all mush. So get this brand if you're gluten-free. Otherwise, then use regular whole wheat pasta. And you can do 12 to 16 ounces. The gluten-free only comes in 12, so that's what I'm using, but you can go up to 16 and it'll be fine. Okay, so this is how we put the spaghetti into the Instant Pot. Now, I know Italians all over the world, if they see this, they're gonna be fainting, but you're gonna break it in half, okay? And I can't do it all at once because I'm not strong enough. So we're gonna break it, and then we're gonna lay it out, and then we're gonna crisscross it. That way we won't get big clumps of spaghetti. So Italy, forgive me. And then a little crisscross this way. Just, you know, you just don't want it all together. All right. Now we're gonna add some veggie broth to cover the pasta. And if you think you need more, then put more. I'm gonna put more in because about another half a cup. Then you're gonna put a 24-ounce jar of spaghetti sauce. And just make sure nobody's sticking out like these guys. Sometimes you got some rebels. Okay, we're gonna put it on sealing. That's super important. Then we're gonna cook it on manual for 5 minutes. And then we're gonna let it release naturally for 5 minutes. And then you have to quick release. And you have to do it exactly like that or you're gonna get mush. Okay, so I'll see you when this is all done. So this is naturally released for 5 minutes. Now we're gonna quick release it. I just put a towel over it so you don't get burned because this is hot. And then we'll just let the steam release. And you'll know when it's done when this little pin drops down. So you can see the pin is down, so it's safe to open it. And that took a good 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes. So let's see what we got. So now you want to get in here and just kind of make sure that nothing's sticking together. And you're gonna have a few that do, so don't freak out. Okay, and then of course it's me, so I have to have greens in here. So I'm adding in some spinach. Just a big handful. And we'll just let it sit here for a minute or two. And the pasta is going to be al dente. And it's going to be delicious. It's going to soak up all that sauce. All right, let's plate it up and give it a taste. So here we go, finished product. Came out great, looks beautiful, and we're going to give it a taste. And I'm going to have the rest of my salad with this as well. So here we go. The pasta's a little bit al dente, so there's a little chew there, but I'm a chew too. But that's the way I like it. And I topped it with a little bit of crushed red pepper, and the pasta just soaked up all that sauce, and it's just so flavorful and delicious. So I really recommend you give this a try. If you've made it this far in the video, then comment below with spaghetti. And that way I know you made it to the end with me, and I really appreciate it. So I'll be updating you probably every week on my protocol here and how everything's going. So far it's going great. And I will leave a link to Dr. Goldner's information down below, her book, and all her social media, so you can follow her there. She's got tons of videos. She's so informative. She's such an inspiration, and I hope you check her out. I'll also leave the full recipes and any links that we talked about today or that you saw today in the description box below. And as always, all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. And psst, if you made it this far in the video, if you made it all the way to the end and you get to my bloopers, then you get to be in my special club. So if you commented with spaghetti, I want you to do a second comment that says bloopers, and that way I know you are in my club, and I really appreciate your support. So until next time, thank you. On my channel, you're gonna find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes that are, I already said that. And check out the links below for all my favorite things, and nope. Check out the link below. Check out the link below for my Facebook group, my newsletter, and my e-guide. All that will be down below, and oh my goodness. And if you want to know how to make this, I will link the link